guys, welcome back to Medical Coding with Blue. So today's episode is about what happened with my audits. So you remember when I said a few days ago that I had gotten my audits back and I was preparing my arguments. So I prepared my arguments and I told her that I was ready. So today she sends me the meeting invite and it is go time. So I'm ready. You know, I have all of my arguments, I have all of my paperwork, I have my books, I have everything, and I'm good to go. So I get up there and, you know, as we're talking and discussing what's going on with these records and things, I told her that part of what I do is being a strong advocate for my providers and making sure that they get all the credit that they deserve. And of course, her thing is about making sure that there is accuracy there. So as we're going back and forth and volleying back and forth, I really do kind of enjoy the volley back and forth because it's fun. Because I like to be able to show this is how I got to this code. This is how I selected this level. This is what I did to get this. So as I'm telling her this, and she's like, oh. And then as she's telling me how she got to hers, because, you know, like I said, I'm advocating as strongly as I can for my providers. And that is a huge thing when you are a medical coder. You have to be able to not only stand up for yourself, but you have to be able to stand up for your providers. So whatever you're selecting, whatever diagnosis code you're selecting, whatever procedure codes you're selecting, whatever level, you have to make sure that you can back it up in an argument. So that's how I always look at encounters every time, is I'm going to make sure that I'm going to max out what they can get. And if they are not performing on their documentation, then let's talk about it. Let's find out what's going on. Are they doing this? What are they doing? You have to look at things like that. So that was how that went. I got majority of them back, which I was very excited about. And what I didn't get back, which was what I had already expected, which was the one for rheumatology. And like I said, I need to do a little bit more work on that one. But other than that, it was fantastic, and I was very excited and I was very happy to get it. So, and you know, I did make sure, because I had talked to that particular provider previously about making sure that we make sure that her documentation is square for the next go round. So we had talked about it and everything was good there. So I'm very excited. And you know, when you have all your ducks in a row, whether you are a new coder or you've been in the field, it does take a little bit of finesse to be able to balance making your point, being respectful at the same time, especially when you're dealing with your boss, you know. And in this case, I'm dealing with my boss. You know, she's the one who signs my evaluations at the end of the year and midpoint, and she's the one who says if I, you know, get anything special. So you really have to make sure that when you are advocating strenuously for your providers, that you are making sure that you are being respectful as possible. Because in medical coding, not everybody is going to agree with you. And she knows this, I know this, and you know, there's been times when we just deadlock. You know, I have my point, she has her point, and we just completely deadlock and we cannot meet in the middle. And then there are times when we do, majority of the time, we can see either the other's point or how did we get there. So just another day in the life. So it has been a crazy week, and I did some more education today with some of my podiatrists, because they have some new things coming down the pipe, and I got to make sure that they understand and know. So I'm preparing that for them. And yeah, that was it. It was just, like I said, it was real quick, and you know, I was very excited about my audits coming back and being able to argue those and winning, you know, most, like I said, you know, what I wanted to win back, I won. So I was very excited about that. Yeah. So Yes. And so if you are a coder already and you're working in a facility and you work in a doctor's office and you're watching these videos, I encourage you to start doing a coding tip of the week, which I will start doing my coding tip of the week in video form. So this way, I can have a coding tip of the week, just like I do on email. So I encourage you, if you are a coder and you work in a specialty clinic or even family practice, that send out a coding tip of the week and just make it very simple, straightforward, very quick, very short, just a little coding snack, if you will. and see how receptive your providers are, if they are receptive. Like I said, don't get too wordy. Just make it to where it is the point. Just get to the point. This is what you're talking about. And like I said, it could be something very simple. Like yesterday, I did the one for, what is obesity versus morbid obesity? What is the difference in the BMI? And I actually got that information from an article that I had read. So just something like that, and say, hey, here's a quick tip. Whatever you desire to tell them, so just to kind of open the doors and see what that's like. And if you do and it works for you, then that's awesome, because then that's going to open doors for communication with you and your provider. And don't be scared of them. They put their pants on one leg at a time. And so, I was, of course, a little nervous. Oh, look at this, my hair. I was a little nervous, of course, talking to them in the beginning, because I think that they were too busy for me, and they didn't care to know anything that I had to say. Who am I? I've never been to medical school, and, whatever I say, it was like, whatever. But that was not true. They were looking for that feedback, and, now look. I have a whole channel about it now. So it's all about communication, and I always say that. I feel like I sound like a broken record, but oh well, what are you gonna do? So I am gonna close this video for today. But I just wanted to share the good news. So excited. It always makes me feel good when something like that happens. Good day. It was a good day. So anyway, I hope you all had a good day, and tomorrow is gonna be Friday. So I hope you all have a good evening, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.